What's up, guys? We are live. All right, hold on. Get myself some setup time here. Hi. I'm doing this entire live stream from my cell phone data. So because I now have a unlimited data plan, sort of, I'm going to be streaming this one from my cell phone, so hopefully the clearness is good. I also have my cell phone linked to my laptop, so my laptop's using my cell phone data. All right, let me pull this video up here. All right. Are we good and clear? Boom, boom, boom. All right, guys, what's up, everyone? It's been a long time since I've done a live stream. I haven't done a live stream according to my by looking at things. It's been over a month, and that's a long time. I really always want to just do live streams. There's been a lot of times I'm going, I want to do a live stream today, but I just never had the connectivity to do it or was never in the place to do it. And every time I feel like doing a live stream, Wi-Fi is just not, on my side. You know what I'm saying? Today was good because now that I have unlimited data, I might be able to live stream a little bit more often. So according to what I see, the quality of this video is pretty damn good. Yes! No more spotty, spitting little Wi-Fi. We're going to rely on a good, solid cell phone connection. It's really toasty in this van, so I don't know how long this live stream is going to go. Little Cruzy sleeping on the floor. I'm going to turn my fan on. Oh, come on. Come on now. Hold on, guys. I got to go turn my fan on. Ooh, John. Why don't you look at Cruz for a while? Cruz, put your tongue away. Cruzy, put your tongue away, buddy. Oh, yeah. Cruz. You look funny, buddy. You look funny. How come your tongue is always hanging out of your mouth? Why can you not put your tongue back in your mouth? That's you look like. Hey, buddy. Okay, guys, hold on. Gotta love Cruz's little quirkiness, his little face. Oh, guys, thanks for the super chats. Angela. Thanks, Angela. Much appreciated. Gina, yeah, Cruz is definitely adorable. Thanks for the super chat, Gina. Yeah, helps out a freaking ton, you guys. I appreciate it. Oh, it's a warm one today. Viking Van Man, how you doing? Nice to see you on the stream. Mike Brown. Mike, thank you for the $5 super chat. Yeah, it's Danica's birthday today. Her birthday is on July 25th. So it's today. Her and I spent the day together yesterday. You guys are on a bit of a delay, so I'm back in Vancouver. Me and Danica went and spent the day together yesterday, and then I'm going to her birthday party on Sunday. Then on Sunday, I'm leaving for the big trip into Canada a little farther. I have zero plans right now, nor do I know the direction that I'm pointing my van when I go. I don't know. Might head up the Yukon way. I might head straight beelining towards like Toronto sort of way. I'm not sure yet. But we're going to be leaving on... We'll probably leave Monday morning. Give me some time to rest and relax and get a good night's sleep before we hit the road. Feels so good to be able to like leave on this trip, you guys. I'm really freaking pumped up. Hey, Catherine. How's my van doing? I just finished doing a video premiere, so all my van stuff is all in the video that was just posted about 15 minutes ago. So if you guys want to know anything about the van, go watch that video. Hey Jason, how you doing? Love from Texas. David, nice windy here. It's windy here in Vancouver too as well. I tried to record a little bit of a video this morning and the wind was just not cooperating with me at all. Yeah, Sherry, I'm pretty pumped up that the van wasn't very bad. I mean, I take really good care of it, but I'm starting to learn that whoever took care of my van prior to me owning it didn't do a good job. They weren't, they weren't so great at, because... Never mind, watch that video. Okay, I gotta make a post to my Patreon, 1 second. Sorry to interrupt the live feed here, but... One second. Patience. Patience, everybody, patience. Oh, can you believe I'm doing this? Just like I just ignored you guys for a second to make a post on my Patreon. All right. Oh, I lost my chat window. Come on now. Come on now. All right, there we go. Oh, Mike Brown. Oh, good. Thanks for posting that, Mike. Mike just said, check out Cruz's new merch. I'm going to move you guys 1 more second. Ugh. Sorry. I'm going to put you guys back on the Cruz cam for a second. Cruz cam. Cruz cam. Stick your tongue out. Cruzzy, don't leave the camera. They need you, bro. All right, guys, 1 sec. We need some lights back here. Boom. Oh, my van is a downright ruckus today. Okay. Now I got some light over here. We're good to go. Okay, so Mike Brown just messaged about checking out Cruz's new merch. Hold on a second. You know, see what's in my cupboard. Hold on. Chromie ordered himself some new merch. Okay, so while I got you guys here, this is some really fun stuff. I've designed a few new pieces of merch that have not gone up on the store yet. Are you guys ready? You guys are gonna get the sneak peek. Are you ready for this? The big reveal. This one should be coming out probably, maybe I'll get this done tonight. But ready? Ready? Are you guys ready? Don't be a dick. Wise words by Chrome. Don't be a dick. What do you guys think? I thought that one was funny, and I'm gonna rock the crap out of this shirt for sure. So this one will be up on the merch store, let's say 2 weeks, just in case I don't get it done today. And are you ready for Cruz's merch? Oh, look at it. Cruz has his own shirt. Yeah, they're super cute. These are up on the store right now. I got myself a white one. And I got myself a pink one. Because they're just so freaking adorable. Yeah, I was pretty pumped about getting these. Baja, thanks for the super chat. Sup, bro, little gift. Oh man, nice. Super appreciate that, Baja. That's freaking rad. All right, so Cruz's merch is up now. Pretty pumped about that one. Hold on. What else do I got? I got I got the new logo one. This one should be up soon. Pretty pumped. The new logo looks so good. I'm really happy with it. But yeah. And as for right now, that's about it for new stuff. Pretty stoked though. And I bought myself some, afraid if I'm gonna cross Canada, I might as well be rocking some nice fresh merch. Stuff is so fun. My shirt game is strong in there. That's one thing I do have a lot of in my van is t-shirts. I got more t-shirts than any other piece of clothing. Because I wear the channel clothes all the time, there's probably 20 t-shirts in that closet. Mike, thanks for the $5 super chat. Beers for Chrome and welcome to the new Patreon members. Yeah, man, Patreon's been growing pretty big, man. It's so fun over there, guys. I love it. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate that a ton. Okay, I'm missing everybody's thing. Yeah, in the new logo, I told my graphics guy to put some gray hair in it. It probably could have used a little more on the logo, and because I'm sure this is going to get worse and worse and worse. But other than that, you know, it's pretty sweet. Like, I told him 50-50. I didn't want him to say 80% because I'm not ready to accept the 80% yet. Victoria's obviously been on the merch store because she's like, you could rock your leggings. I've honestly been thinking about buying a pair because the Weirdos Unite leggings are freaking badass. Like, totally badass. Like, I would rock those leggings underneath, like, my Dickies shorts. That'd be totally dope. They're really nice, man. I really like them. It took a little bit of time to design those ones, but it was fun. David, do I plan on visiting Quebec on my big travel? I don't know how far I'm going to make it, but if I do end up going that far, yes, absolutely. I will be coming and doing meetups all along the way. So if you want to keep up to date on my meetups, follow my Instagram. I just reposted the Facebook Live, Facebook Online too. So if you're not an Instagram person, my Instagram posts go to Facebook all the time. But yeah, Instagram will be the place to be to keep up to date with where my meetups are going to be. But as of right now, I don't know how far I'm going to travel. Random Nomad, have I ever been to Alberta? Yeah, tons and tons and tons of times. I've been to Alberta twice in my van already. Well, short visits to Alberta. They haven't been long visits. But I have been to like Calgary and stuff like that through in the van. When I went out to go pick up Cruz in Thunder Bay, Ontario, I went to Alberta. But I will be doing a meetup probably in Edmonton at the beginning of this trip. Because as of today, if I were to leave on my trip today, I would be heading towards Jasper, Alberta, then into Edmonton. So, but I don't know what I'm going to feel like on Monday morning. Monday morning, I might drive to the Yukon. I don't know. So no promises yet. Watch my Instagram and Facebook and you guys will know where I'm going. Or Patreon. Patreon knows what I do every single day. That's another good place if you guys want to keep up to date with travels and stuff. Yeah, David, you know, I've heard that a lot about Quebec, that it's just freaking just breathtaking. So, we'll see. We'll see how far these travels get me. I only got like 3 to 4 months, and I don't want to be in a rush. The last thing I want to do is rush this trip. I'm going to take it like my policy. I'm going to progress forward 1 hour a day. So whatever traveling I do within that 1 hour of progressional driving, then that's what I get done. But I'd like to progress an hour a day, right? Like ideally, if Jasper, Alberta is 10 hours from here, that should take me 10 days ideally. It'll probably take me a lot less, but George, hold on, your comment just went flying through. George, what do you use for editing on your phone? I do not edit on my cell phone. I do on my video recording on my cell phone, but I edit on my MacBook Pro and I edit on Adobe Premiere Creative Cloud. John James, thanks for the $2 super chat, man. Oh. Yes. Okay, guys. Let's instead of me reading the comments, let me talk about some things that have been going. Some thought process about my van build that's been going on right now. Diana, thanks for the super chat. You should check out Toronto. Thanks for the super chat, Diana. Or is it Danina? Hold on. I actually have some. Hold on. I got glasses I can wear now that I can read the comments. Hold on. My dollar store ones. They're tiny, but they work. All right. Let's see how this works. Whoa. It only works when I'm like super close. Oh, it's Danina. Danina can? Yeah, if I do end up driving that way, I will be making it to Toronto. I guarantee you on this trip, I will make it as far as Toronto, at least that I do know. See, that's the bad thing about glasses, is that the dollar store one's not so hot. They work, but not so hot. Okay, anyway, I was starting to record a video today and I was talking about something, and then I got, it wasn't something that I really wanted to kind of like chat about. Man, I keep getting, that wasn't something that I wanted to chat about in a video, because it's just like random thoughts, but this is a great place to kind of spill the random thoughts. Oh, another super chat. Ozboy. Oh, man, thanks for the super chat. Love your work, dude. Oh, man, super awesome. It's nice to know I got a family in Australia, too, man. That's super rad. Thanks for the super chat. I've been thinking about getting a fridge in a big way. I don't know, say it. Spit it out in the comments. Spit it out! I know it's coming. Spit it out! I'm thinking about getting a refrigerator for my van. I've been doing a lot more cooking in the van lately, and cooking in the van in the summertime, when you're actually preparing meals somewhat, it's harder because, how do I word this? Like, my butter is going like bad faster. Cheese, all it takes is for the cooler to melt one full, and all of a sudden it's like full of soaking wet, warm water, so I've been pondering the fridge because I'm cooking more often, and don't know what I'm going to get. Don't know when I'm going to get it, but the thought is there, and I will probably end up adding one to my van sooner or later. Haven't really done a ton of research on them yet, as this has been a fairly new thought, but I emptied a bunch of stuff out of the back of my van today, trying to see what I can do, where I can put it. I'm probably going to put the fridge, when I get it, right back where my cooler is. Sure, it's in the back of the van, but you live in a van that's 70 square feet. It's not that hard to climb across and grab yourself a cold beer. But so what's going on is I've been in some pretty warm temperatures lately, like 35 degrees, kind of 35 degrees Celsius. And the ice in my cooler, it doesn't hold ice for shit. Like, I have a Pelican 20, the 20 liter, 20 quart, 20, whatever it is. And it's shit. It doesn't hold ice worth nothing. My older, bigger Pelican cooler was way better. This one really just kind of sucks. Like, I'll throw ice in it, and if it's in the back of my van in 35 degrees Celsius, that bag of ice is water by the morning. So that's why my thoughts about getting a fridge is. But in the wintertime, the fridge for me is a waste because, there's a lot of times I'll go 2 months in the winter without needing anything refrigerated. So it is a pretty big purchase. Mike, thanks for the $2 super chat. Goodbye with the cooler fun challenge. Mike, that's awesome, man. So, because that's what's going on. Like, I find, because hear me out, for those of you who are new around here, I've been in my van, it'll be 2 years in September. And in 2 years of being in the van, the past month or so has been the very first thought and time I've ever been in my van where I've thought about needing a fridge. So for all those people that are like, oh, well, I have to have one. You can start out with a cooler. I rocked it for that long without dropping the big expensive bill, because those fridges are expensive. And I know some people are going to say, just get one of those cheaper truck ones off Amazon. Everybody I know that's purchased a cheaper fridge, and trust me, I meet van dwellers that bought in fridges of all different kinds all the time. You always hear the compressor went. Now I got to get it repaired. Oh, because I bought it from this company, now they have a hard time getting a hold of them, or they won't sell me the parts for it. So now they're trying to find ways to get aftermarket parts that fit it. So I don't want that problem. I think I'm probably going to end up going out and just buying like a very popular brand one, whether it be ARB, Dometic, or whatever other major brands are out there. That way I know like it's covered, you know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people here, maybe it's because of where I am in Canada, but ARB is big out here. Most of the people I meet that have fridges and love them are from the company ARB. I don't know if it's big here in Canada or just big, you know, only here, or maybe it's big in the US, I don't know. But the ARB ones, they're like about 1,400 bucks Canadian. It's ridiculous. But yeah, so I don't know. We'll see which one I end up choosing. I'm going to do some research. I'm also going to hit some companies up myself and see if they're willing to give me a break on one if I put it on my channel. Man, I'm missing super chats left, right, and center here. Deborah, thanks for the super chat. Hi from the hot UK. Lovely Cruz is sleeping right here. He's passed out right there. Cruzy. That's about it. It's a bit warm in the van. It's a hot day today, so he's sprawled out on the floor. Computer chick, about time I get a fridge. I agree with that. Makes cooking better because, you know, I bought vegetables the other day and they went to shit in like 2 days. And I was pissed about it. And that's where a fridge would have been like, oh, well, these would have lasted longer if I had a fridge. Traveling Art Guy, thanks for the super chat. For McDonald, Happy Meal, don't need a cooler. Thanks, man. I appreciate that a lot. Mobile Mike Sutton. Oh, man, thanks for the super chat, Mobile Mike. Get the one you want. Yeah, and I'm going to do some research, though. And I know a lot of my subscribers out here, this isn't the place to be pouring that. I might talk about it in the video that I still have to record. I still haven't made a video today, so I'm probably going to end up talking about this in the video. Because if you guys put the comments in that video, then I'll have them forever. So then I can go back and check it out. But yeah, because I know a lot of you guys have done a ton of research on coolers and stuff where I myself, I haven't done any research at all. Mikawa? Is that Mikawa? Hey, thanks for the super chat. Off from France, wicked. But yeah, so another thing too, I had a subscriber of mine from Ontario that messaged me on Instagram, and he has a big CNC wood manufacturing shop. You know those big CNC machines? I think that's what they're called. The big fancy ones where you just input the image and then it goes and it cuts it out for you like crazy. Anyway, he offered me a few days at his shop on his expense. And I don't know if I need or want any work done. I've emptied the back of my van a few times and I've sat here and I've thought about what would I do? What do I need done? What do I need built? Because having access to like the CNC machine opens up a world of opportunities for me to build whatever I could think of. Because those machines can cut anything, but I'm at this point where I don't know what I need in the van. I don't know what I want in the van. And like this morning, I emptied out, actually the thumbnail to this video was a picture from this morning of me emptying the back of my van out, trying to see what I could do about building the back out. And every time I pull it out, I always sit there and think, maybe I don't want to do this. Because I made a video a while ago too about the back shelf I wanted to build. I wanted that cabinet from the roof down, and then I wanted to go across low like a bench and then connect to this cabinet. But now that it's come a reality, I don't know if I really want to do any more work in the van. I'm not sure if I want to continue to build this out because it's comfortable, it's functional, and it works now. So, Andrew, if you're watching this, I'm still thinking. I'm not sure what I want to do yet. Mike, $2 in the super chat. Mike says, please support the trip with PayPal or Patreon. Mike, you're like pimping me out. You're awesome, Mike. I really appreciate all the love you always give me on this channel. Like, seriously means a lot. Dan in a can. Yeah, CNC engraved channel logos on your cupboards. He gave me some really cool ideas. Maybe I'll message him on Instagram today and see what we can come up with, because it sure would be nice to make some videos like that and also give you guys a perspective on other options for building your van out too, because I'm sure there's CNC companies in your area, or even Andrew himself could be a possibility for him to get some build work and stuff done. But I just don't know what I want to do, right? Because, yeah, I just don't know what I want to do. Yeah, Random Nomad, I do have PayPal. It's in the links of every single one of my videos. Ariel, watching from Long Island, New York. You should visit. Yeah, maybe next year. I really want to travel Canada. I want to travel this place a lot before I start crossing the border. I don't want to jump around from like place to place and then things get unvisited. That's why I just want to travel the crap out of Canada. And then when I'm bored of it, then I'll go down and travel the crap out of the US. Moving home. Yeah, if I will be doing meetups all along this way. So if I do a meetup, just watch it on my Instagram or my Facebook. And yeah, you guys should be able to keep up to date with that. So wild fella. I might make it that far. Nova Scotia, I just might. You never know how far I'm going to make it on this one. Paula, thanks. Paul, thank you for the super chat. Nomadic Bike, what's up, man? Nomadic Bike, why don't you have things linked in your banner? Are you talking about like the art banner on the top of my YouTube channel? Because if you are, I didn't know that you could link stuff in my banner. Render Nash should come to Kitimat. Ah, man, it's been so long. I've been to Kitimat before. That was before VanLife. I haven't heard that name in a long time. Kitimat. All right, I missed some. Ask Chrome, Dan. Chrome and Mike Brown, can I link my Ontario Van Dwellers Facebook group? Yeah, Dan, if you want to just put that in you're welcome to throw those links in my comment section of videos. Like does that make sense? You can throw it in the comments of my videos, no problem. It should go up. Sometimes YouTube flags links when someone puts a link in something. Sometimes YouTube automatically flags that link and it goes into a held for review box. But a lot of times that would just go up on the page. So yeah, you're welcome to throw it up on there, or go on my Facebook page and throw it on my page, and then I'll accept it to go on my Facebook page too. Dan and Ken, you got to remember too, is that I don't have a very large Canadian audience. I think right now, like 10% of my audience is Canadian. The rest of them are from, like 80% of them are from the US, and then we have like the UK and Australia and stuff that make up the last 10. But I don't only have like 10% Canadians on my channel. Ooh, it's getting warm in here. That fan is the freaking bomb. I love that thing. I love it because like right now I need it on a certain angle. So you can like adjust that thing, like fine tune adjust it anywhere. I love it. Woo! Feels good. AJ stuff. Have I ever been up north during the summer? Yeah, I've actually, because a long time ago when I was married, we used to go up that way all the time. The only reason why I don't like going, like, up the north way all the time is because there's a lot of sections where they're like a lot of travel with nothing in it, right? So for me, it's like, I mean, it's nice to unplug, but for me, if I need to upload YouTube videos, it gets tougher and tougher the more way out I get. And it, you know, like, because there's a lot of spaces between towns up there. Like, I thought about going up towards the Yukon, but when you're going up that way, you have a real ton of, Jesse Stafford. Thank you for the PayPal, Jesse. I just got a PayPal notification on my phone. So if you're watching my live stream, if that's where that came from, thanks a ton. Mike, thanks for the tacos and beer, Mike. Appreciate it. Yeah, Random Nomad, I just said thank you. Your name is Jesse. I just said thank you on the stream like 2 seconds ago. You must have logged off to get onto PayPal. It popped up on my phone, so thanks, man. I appreciate it. Whew. So good. Guys, it's super hot out. Oh, I got some good videos coming up. We did some work on the van when I was up in the Lillooet Way. I met up with somebody. We parked in the bush and we just did some work on the van, which was great. Paddle Bum, thanks for the super chat. Hope you make it up to Nova Scotia by early September. Yeah, possibly. If I do get out that far, that will probably be around the time I'll be out there will be September. Because if I do a 4-month trip, I'll be doing 2 months out and then 2 months on the way back. So if I do happen to hit Nova Scotia at the farthest, it would probably be end of September sometime or mid-September. I don't know if it'll be early September, but you never know. Mobile Mike Sutton, why are you leaving on an extended trip? I'm concerned about your slipping transmission. Mobile Mike, because to put it easy, you put it this way. The transmission's gonna go when it's ready to go. Whether it goes while I'm here, or it goes when I'm sitting in Toronto, or it goes when I'm in Alberta, it's gonna go no matter where. So no matter where I am, I'm gonna be in the same situation. It's gonna break down, I'm gonna need a tow truck. So if I stick around here forever waiting for that thing to go, then so be it. Like, I went into a mechanic shop the other day and I'm like, it's like a Mr. Transmission. I'm like, hey guys, can you guys give me an estimate on if I were to bring my van in right now to get it done? So when I was talking to the guy's like, you know, what year is it? I'm like, a 2004 Ford E250. He goes, oh, it's the Fords? He goes, just leave it. Leave it till you need to fix it. He goes, sometimes those Fords will just have like an odd shift every now and then. I'm like, well, that's what's happening. He goes, yeah, they have a gear problem in the transmissions in those Fords. He goes, but those Ford transmissions are tanks. He goes, they could last you for another 10 years. You never know. So he's like, don't even do it until you need it. So I'm like, okay. So that's why. I mean, I'm not the worrisome kind of person. I'm not the kind of person that's going to sit there and be like, oh no, well, I guess I better stop living my life because of the what ifs. You know, if I get stranded in the middle of nowhere, then I get stranded in the middle of nowhere. Look at the bright side of it. It'll make a good video because you guys will enjoy watching me be stranded in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, not really worried about it. Not really worried. Oh, Renee says married, ? Yeah, I was married once. That was like a dozen years ago or more. One time I was married for 1 year. She was a freaking rad chick. I just wasn't ready. We were married for 6 months and Chrome's like, tap out, I want out. So, but yeah, that transmission thing, I'm not really worried about it. And I don't think anybody else should be worried about their, you know, because when you go through life day to day worried about things and worried about stuff, yeah, Puget Sound guy, just don't call me. Yeah, you can't be worried about things, you know, like even with my van repair this time, this could have been like a catastrophic engine failure, like a blown cylinder or something like that. But even though it happened, I didn't stress for the few days before I actually had time to get into the mechanic because, yeah, you know, there's no reason to stress over that stuff until the day you have to stress about it because I have a life to live and I want to live my life without the worries about the simple things. I have my emergency fund, which I tapped into a little bit on this trip because I wasn't like, now that I got my emergency fund, my YouTube ad revenue has been a little bit lower than normal. So I've had to tap into it a few times. Like I just got a little bit more body work done to the van, so I had to tap into it because it was more than I was expecting. And then this mechanical repair came up, so another $200 came out of my emergency fund. But I'm not worried about it. That's what the emergency fund is for. And I do, if my tranny were to go and I had to drop $3,000 on it, I've got that in my emergency fund, so not stressed. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't enjoy seeing that leave my emergency fund because that would really suck. Nothing like blowing $3,000 out of your emergency fund to fix a transmission and then all of a sudden you have to travel the rest of your time with no cushion. That would suck. Oh, Carly, thanks for the super chat. Chrome, thanks for the inspiration. I got a 2002 Ford van a couple months ago and I'm loving it. Wicked. Carly, that's super rad. Mike, thanks for the super chat, man. Send Chrome a couple of horses when the transmission goes. You never know. Maybe I'll just go rent a horse and I'll keep on traveling. I'm pretty sure I can get like a couple of horses just to drag my house around. This will just become my carriage instead of my van. I wonder what it cost me to buy a couple horses to haul my van around. That'd be hilarious. Could you imagine that? Chrome's just driving his van, but it's actually pulled by real horses with like real horsepower. Oh my gosh. I think I would rather pay for the mechanical repairs than pick up all that horse poop. Because that would suck. Picking up Cruz's poop is bad enough than picking up horse poop. How did we get on the subject of horse poop? Thanks, Mike. Existence amplifies. Your Teespring revenue helping. Order some t-shirts. Yeah, absolutely. Existence amplified. I don't make a lot off my merchandise because sales, they come in really sporadic. I think last month we sold like 10 shirts, something like that. So I made like $30. And the month before that, we sold like shit. I made $300 on my Teespring, but that's really rare. Like, but that's what Teespring does. Like when I put up new merch, like when I put up the van life because normal life sucks, we sold a shitload in that first week. But then sales just drop right off. Because I mean, I'm not one to sit here on my channel all the time and every video I'm like, get your merch, get your merch, get your merch, get your merch. So every couple of weeks I'll remind everybody, hey guys, check out the merch links down below. But I'm sure if I pumped it more, I would get more sales on it. But a lot of times I just think about making videos. I don't think about pushing merch all the time. Yeah, buy that merch, buy that merch. But yeah, Teespring does help. When the waves come in, it definitely does help. But if you really, really look at it, that's the key to being successful on YouTube is to have multiple revenue streams. So if you look at me, I've got my AdSense revenue stream. I have my Patreon revenue stream, which is this way. I make more on Patreon than I do on ad revenue. And then I've got my Teespring, and I used to have sticker sales on my own, but I don't do stickers on my own anymore. Teespring does all my stickers, but having the different revenue streams and then me doing occasional YouTube videos for other people, like my friend Dan's company's channel. But because I do all the different little things, it keeps me afloat. Like I'm not making a fortune on YouTube, but I am definitely making enough that it keeps the channel surviving and it allows me to put some money in the bank here and there now and then. I would love to see this channel allow me to put at least, $500 leftover money in the bank every month, because that would be like ideal. Because I mean, like, we don't bust out these videos just for the fun of it all the time. Well, I do obviously, but it's still a business at the end of the day. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, especially for me, some channels where they have different revenue streams, like I only have YouTube. This is my 100% income source. So for me, it's business. Straight up, end of the day, it's business. That's why you see Jackery on my channel because, oh yeah, that's another revenue stream. But that's why you see that kind of stuff because it's business, you know what I mean? If I was doing this for fun, you'd never hear me talk about another product. I don't talk about products, unless they pay for their spot, right? Oh, I missed a super chat. Another one from Mr. Mike. Mike, you rock, man. Mike says, check out Cruz's channel in the description. Mike, we should just put a little box here in the corner with your face on it, and you can kind of pipe in and talk every once in a while. Like, hold on, Chrome, shut up. Mike is like the ultimate gangster for pimping out my channel, my Patreon, my merch. Mike, you rock. Terry. Hi, Chrome and Cruz. Love from North Carolina. Thanks for the super chat, Terry. Man, I'm missing so many comments. Cindy, now is Jackery just in Canada for now? No, Jackery sells in the US, and they just started selling in Canada. Just. They used to just supply USA only. Now they supply US and Canada. I don't know much about that side of stuff for them, right? Because I'm dealing with a new lady there, a different lady than I was dealing with before. So our relationship's not as tight as it used to be, because the other lady that just quit that I was dealing with before was a freaking rock star. The new lady, she hasn't been so great with keeping communication. She's also new too, so. And for me, relationship is more important to me than money at the end of the day. So if the relationship doesn't stay tight, I won't stick around. Hold on, my phone's dying. Hold on. I sure hope that's charging. I just plugged it in. I'm just fingers crossed it's charging. Yeah, Dan and a can. Yeah, Toronto is going to be a huge meetup. If I do one down there for sure. And I know if I do the Toronto one, I'm probably going to schedule that one a bit in advance, because I know I have a fair amount of subscribers from the US that are close to Toronto that would happily make the trip up here. I've already had probably about 30 different emails saying, if you do one in Toronto, we will be there. So if I do end up making it that far, I'll probably schedule that one like a few weeks ahead so people can have the chance to plan to come out. I'd be pumped for that one. I would really be pumped. I mean, I've had some good meetups here in Vancouver, but I'd definitely be stoked if we had just like a giant one in Toronto, because it's just cool to have the chance for anybody in the USA to kind of make the cross up over, because it's fairly close. Random Nomad close to Thunder Bay. If I do go that way, I will be going to Thunder Bay, because I'll end up taking, if I do go, I'm going to take Cruz back to the breeder that I bought him from, because she would like to see him. Reptanimals, thanks for the super chat. What are the small things you love the most about van life? Let's take this morning, for example. One of the best things I like about van life is I woke up this morning, and as soon as I walked out the back of the van, walked around the edge of the van, I was just standing there. I'm like, wow. Just like the color of the sky, and you could see the peak of the city skyline of Vancouver. The tide was going out, so there's glistening of the sunrise on the water. Just those little moments that I've never seen before that always shock me every day. Because you wake up and it's like, this is wild. This is like, this is good morning. That's like the world just says, what's up, Chrome? Good morning. You know, like where my old house was just like, you wake up and it's like, okay, this was great. I've seen that before. You know, you're hoping for something different in the morning, but it's the same every day. And when your scenery around you shows you the same thing every day, your inspirational levels kind of flatline, you know what I mean? And you seek things in your life to add to your life, whether it be material items or whatever, to boost some excitement in your day. Where in van life, there's so much just natural, simple, beautiful things that just make you in awe every morning just about life and what you see and what you're doing. That just, it makes van life so simple. And it doesn't have to be big, massive things that makes you love this lifestyle. It's the little stuff. You know, it's the little things where you pull up somewhere and all of a sudden someone pulls up beside you. They're like, hey, how are you doing? Oh, your house looks great. I'm like, oh, thank you. And they start talking to them and they have an accent. I'm like, where are you from? They're like, oh, we're from Australia, or we're from Germany, or we're from Quebec. And, you know, you get chatting. It's the simple little tiny little interactions with Mother Nature or people or just everything that just makes van life amazing. And it's that simple stuff, the stuff that people don't think about. They think about, whoa, the places I might travel, the places, whatever. They fail to think about the random interactions you get from people. Like, I've met some rad people from rad places. Like last night I was out at the beach, Cruz is running around, and there was a couple sitting out there on this like blanket they had their dogs with them, and Cruz was running around jumping all over their blanket. And we started talking, and the girl was like, "Are you from Vancouver?" I'm like, "Yeah, actually I live in my van." She's like, "Oh, really?" And that just sparked a whole world of conversation and travel. And she's like, "Oh, where have you been?" So I told her about some places and stuff like that, and they were just like, kept asking me more and more questions, and it turned out to be a pretty big chat. And interactions like that would have never happened before because I had nothing interesting to say. So what? I DJ'd this concert last weekend. They're like, so what? You know, where when you're doing something like this, you're just talking about real life stuff, right? Where my old life was just clubbing and partying and just DJing, whatever, just constant parties and DJ events. Nobody wanted to hear that stuff. Where at least now I just talk about my life and just say, you know, yeah, we make YouTube videos, and they're like, what? And then when you say you live in a van, and that opens up the world of conversation because they got questions. And simple stuff, man. Those things just make life so awesome. I love it. Woo! What do we got? 299 people on this live stream? Is this the biggest live stream we've had? 299. Damn. David Merling, we just talked about that 2 seconds ago. My transmission, put it this way. The whole drive I just made for 4 hours on the way back from Lillooet back to Vancouver, since you watched that mechanic video today, that wasn't one up today, it slipped one time in 4 hours. Not so bad. And when you drive like an hour a day, you don't even notice. A lot of times it won't slip for like once a week. Just depends on what I'm doing, the kind of strain I'm putting my van in. Mike, $2. Mike's just said, tequila fun for the long trip. I polished off that bottle of tequila when I was partying with Will and Jan and Donnie and Lawrence. And I can't remember what the bartender guy's name is. Why do I always forget the bartender's guy's name? We had so much fun that night. It was really good. Man, it is hot in this van right now. Whoo, super freaking hot. How long have we been? Only 45 minutes on the live stream. I don't know if we're going to last very long on this one, man. Because if I'm hot, Cruzy Bear's, well, Cruzy's got he's sprawled out with his winky hanging over there. Look at that guy. Hey? That's right, buddy. If the balls are cold, your body's cold. Say what? Man, I feel so bad on these live streams sometimes when I'm just missing everybody's sayings. Sorry, guys. Well, sometimes I just get rambling. What is Cruz doing? He's passed out, sleeping on the floor. Scorching in Winnipeg right now, 30 plus degrees Celsius. That's warm. Vancouver's always got a mild temperature. Like, it's pretty mild here. I think the temperature right now in Vancouver is like 24 degrees or something like that. It's a super mild day. But I've been in Penticton and the Okanagan, which is always in the 30s, and then Lillooet, which is always smoking hot. So I've hit some like 35 degrees Celsius weather so far this year. It's been pretty warm one. Baja Queen. Thanks for the super chat, man. Baja Queen, really appreciated. Love the palm trees, by the way. Super freaking rad. 27 degrees in Calgary. 105 degrees Fahrenheit today in the Netherlands. William Chrome, Renogy refrigerators on eBay and Amazon. I didn't know Renogy made fridges. Renogy messaged me about putting solar on my van, and he's like, "Hey Chrome, are you interested? We would like to sponsor you and give you guys a solar package. But because I'm leaving on my trip so soon, there's no way for me to put solar on my roof before my trip because I don't have a roof rack or anything like that." So I ended up saying no to them, that we'll have to talk about this when I get back around Christmas time. So, but yeah, another thing too, I'm going to be putting a roof rack on my van. it's coming. As soon as I get back from this trip, my van's going back to Vancouver Island. And John, the gentleman that built these for me, is going to be custom making a roof rack for my van. It'll be a full entire top roof rack from the front rail to the back rail. And I'm pretty pumped up about it. He's going to custom do it around the roof fan and design it ready for solar, ready for paddleboard and big storage box or whatever I plan on putting up there. And I'm excited about it because I want to get some of this stuff out of the back of my van. Like Cruz's ramp that's right there, my big chair. It'd be nice to put it in a big, nice storage rack on the top, like in a big Thule box or something like that. Because I have some things in here that I don't need to be in here. And if they weren't in here, I'd have a lot more space in here. So I'm pretty pumped about getting the rack. And another thing I want to put on the rack when I get it is I want to put lights on it. So when I'm doing that back road stuff, because what happens when I'm sleeping in the back country, because I'm up at 4 a.m., sometimes 5. Today I slept until 6:30. But when I'm up at 4 a.m., it's dark outside. So it would be nice when I'm parked in the back country somewhere to be able to click on my lights and turn them, because I want to put the light bar in the front, 4 lights on the side, so I can switch that side on or just switch that side on, switch the light bar in the front on or turn them all on. So if I'm ever leaving a back roads area, I can kick on the lights and I can see everything around me. Because sometimes you're driving down the back roads and you nuzzle down, like nuzzle? I don't even think that's a word. When you're wedging yourself down this little trail and things are brushing against the side of your van, the last thing I want is to leave and clip a part of a tree or something because it was dark outside. But I plan on retrofitting that roof rack out with everything I'm gonna need as money permits, of course. Because I know that's the next thing I'm saving for right now is to get the roof rack done. And I don't know what John's gonna charge me for it yet. We'll find out, I guess, when I come back and he actually designs it out. And I'll end up knowing what it's gonna cost me. But it'll be custom done, so I'm pretty excited about that. Justin and Christina, so you changed my mind about putting stuff on the roof. Yeah, the only reason why I changed my mind about putting stuff on the roof is because the second you cut a roof vent in your van, you stop caring about putting anything on the roof. Yeah, at this point, I don't even give a shit anymore. Because I think what happens is when you first start living in a van, you always have that thought about being stealth. And I think that's just a natural part of van life is you think stealthy. You know what I mean? And everybody's like that. I know tons of you are like that. I was like that. When I first got in, I was so scared about people knowing, not scared, but I was worried about people knowing I lived in my van. Now I don't give a shit. And that comes with being in the van because you're always worried before you do it because you don't know what it's going to be like. But when you get in it, and you'll notice this with just about every van life channel you watch, that we don't care. We don't care because it's not a thing. That worrying about what people think is not a thing. That's just a thought that naturally happens within people. But when you get in it, you start to realize that those around you don't give a rat's ass if you're living in your van or not. Because they're so busy going about their day, doing their own thing, living their own life, that they don't care about you. You're not affecting their day unless you're parked in front of their house being a dick. Back to that shirt I just showed you. Don't be a dick. But, yeah, because at the beginning, I was super, like, on that stealth kick. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't want to put a roof vent on my van because then people would know I'd live in it because I had a roof vent. But only a van dweller would think that. Only anybody interested in van life or knowing about van life would know that a roof vent usually means somebody probably makes that a home. But 99% of the people that are walking around that have never even heard about van life or only heard about the nasty shit on the news don't know that roof vents and stuff like that are usually a first sign that it could be somebody's house. And people fail to think that. They always fail to remember that because you're into van life, you notice van life. Everybody else, they go about their day. They don't care. Like, I was parked at the beach today. People were walking by and riding their bikes by and tons of stuff. Nobody was like, what are you doing? It's van life, man. It's everywhere. Oh my gosh. Here's a question. I just talked about this the other day. Soundman, do you think you'd be able to van life in California the way I do van life here? Abso-freaking-lutely. I just talked to somebody from California and said van lifing here in Vancouver is just like van lifing in California. They're like, it's everywhere. It's all over the place. And even Gus in a Bus that you've seen on my channel, he just finished coming back from all down that way in the wintertime. And he goes, I parked at Long Beach. He parked at all these little areas by fancy homes on the big boulevards or whatever by the ocean. Zero problems in California. And this person's like, they're from California. Like, man, there's so much van life. They always, you know, and I asked him, I said, well, all my subscribers tell me you can't. And he's like, oh man, it's everywhere. He goes, they just turned a blind eye to it in most areas. And even this guy from the States said that a lot of the people down there from the US are just scared. They only see what they boxed in from what they see on the news. They don't see the reality of things, where they just don't care. And but as far as I know, California is pretty simple. I've never traveled there. I've never van life there. This is just relying information from other van lifers from California that I met just the other day. Good people. Ron S, I'm in Vancouver right now. Never had a single problem. Van life in Vancouver is like cakewalk. It's amazing. Van life anywhere in Canada has been so easy so far. I've been to BC, Alberta, and Ontario so far in the van, and Manitoba and Saskatchewan. Zero problems with sleeping in the van. I don't know if that's the same way all the way across Canada, but if you're obeying the parking bylaws, there should be no problems at all in van life, no matter where you live. You know, I know they say, well, it's illegal to sleep in a van. Well, it's kind of illegal to sleep in a van anywhere. You know, most towns have a policy with that, but most towns don't enforce it either. They got better things to do than worry about the van lifers. And if you are living in an area where, because I know I see people in the comments that are like, oh, well, you can't, then take your van, start your van, and move the fuck out of that town that you can't van life in. That's the best part about it. Just get out of town, right? It's that easy, you know what I mean? Like, people always go, well, you can't here, then move. Your home's got wheels on it. Move out of town. But I even have people on here saying, oh yeah, San Diego's really bad. Well, I know van life channels from San Diego that live out there every day and have no problems at all. So I think a lot of things, just people, they just hear things, and a lot of people that are saying those things aren't living in vans. You know what I'm saying? And most people that live in vans have zero problems. And take a look at all van life channels out there. There's more American van life channels than Canadian ones. And those van life channels are from all over the US. And how many problems do they have? Nothing. They don't have the problems. Zero. They make a living on YouTube, making videos, living in the USA with no problems. You get the occasional little one down there, but a lot of it's to do with where they park. If you're getting that knock, chances are you park somewhere and you're being a dick and someone phoned the police on you. And a lot of times it's not the police, it's the people. Like, I'm parked in front of an apartment building with my front windows open, and I'm talking loud in my van. There could be a problem. Someone could walk by and be like, I'm a little bit creeped out by that white van with someone talking in the back. And if the police come, it's not because of my fault. I'm not breaking any parking signs. It's because a resident phoned the police. The police had to come check it out. Make sense? Same thing with you living in a van. You pull up in front of an apartment building, you're outside doing stuff outside the van, crawl in the back, you go to bed, somebody sees you and they're like, oh, I don't feel right sleeping tonight. If there's somebody sleeping in their van, they phone the police come by and say, excuse me, sir, you got to move your van. We had complaints from somebody in the building here. That's why I always say, when you pull up somewhere to sleep, use that parking spot for one purpose: sleep and get out. Ooh, it's getting hot. Jeffrey, my biggest question: when are you coming to the U.S.? I will be coming to the U.S. when I'm sick and tired of traveling in Canada. I don't know when that's going to be. Could be a long time. Because if you've never been here, it's freaking epic. Here's a story for you. You guys remember Jonah, the young gentleman who has the van just like mine? A little bit of a nicer condition on the outside. But yeah, Jonah. He was in some of my videos recently with my daughter. He came out here from Germany. He's now gone back to Germany. He came out here from Germany, bought a van, built a van, and his purpose was to be out here for a while. Then he wanted to travel the U.S. for 4 months. He was down in the U.S. for 2 months, and he turned around and came back to Canada. Exactly what he said to me was, van life was easy down there. He had no problems with parking, and he went down to like Yosemite, and I think he went to California and stuff. But he had no problems with parking. He just didn't like the feeling of it. And because I guess his introduction to van life was here, and he goes, things are different here. Things are different in Canada. And he's never been to either country. But he's like, things are different in Canada. He said they're a lot more chill, friendly, kind. They don't, there's no like really weird vibes, but he did find it that some places down there that the vibe was just like, he wasn't feeling the vibe because, and it was busy. And I understand the busy part because if you look at the population of the USA versus the population of Canada, Canada's like wide open spaces and mountains of nothing. Where down there you got millions and millions and millions of people. Then you might have a nice big empty grassy green or a little desert area before you get to more millions and millions and millions of people. Where if you're here in Vancouver, you get 1 million people. Then if you drove 2 hours, you might get another 5,000. Another 2 hours, you might run into another 5,000. It takes you a long time, like 12 hours to get to a big enough town that has like 500,000. You know what I mean? Our population is I think we have like, someone told me this morning, 33 million people in Canada. I don't know if that's the truth. And our country is bigger than the US. If you look at like the whole country, we're bigger than the US with like, for population. And he said that's what makes traveling here so fun is that you got so much open road that's yours. So much like mountain areas and just green spaces that are just yours without the cluttering of people or the having too many people around. You know what I mean? 356 people in the chat. Boom. So I guess that would be the difference. I've been to the US. I've been to California. I'm trying to think of the farthest I've gone. Probably California, I think. I was pretty young when I went down there. We used to go down to Portland to the Lowrider Magazine car show all the time when I had my lowrider car. But other than that, I think the farthest I ever traveled down there was California. Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah. So, yeah, when I don't have much experience traveling in the U.S. except for, you know, day trips and stuff like that, going down there a long time ago, going down to get gas across the border because we're pretty much on the border here. Like, we're like 20 minutes away from the nearest border crossing. Mike, $2 in the super chat. Thanks, Mike. Let's get to 40,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I love the sound of that. So if you're watching this live stream and you haven't subscribed, now is a very good time. It's been nice to see that thing slowly climbing every month, you know? And we've had some videos that have rocked the crowd here a little bit, but it's good to do that sometimes, you know what I mean? You put up a video that's a bit controversial or, you know, I'm a bit honest about something that means a lot to me and some people get offended by it. So it's been nice to have a little bit of a channel cleanup here and there because I think going through stuff like that on the channel makes us all stronger, you know what I mean? Because the more and more I make YouTube videos, the more and more you guys are getting to know me, right? Because I've spilled my whole life on here. There's not much in my life that is not on camera. I've been trying my hardest now to do more things for myself and not film it. Because for the first 1.5 years of my channel, I filmed everything. There was not a thing I did in my day that wasn't on camera or on film or on a live stream. Where I'm really, really trying my hardest to do more stuff for myself. You know what I mean? Because when you're a daily vlogger, that's like, you don't have time for you. Like, I don't even have daddy-daughter day visits that I don't film. You know what I mean? And that's ridiculous. So I've been trying my hardest lately to take a bit more time off the camera to do things for myself. And it's hard. It's really hard because, I mean, you're my posse, you know, you're my crew. And every single day, that's all I want to do is talk to you guys and tell you things. And yeah, but I'm trying to like, and here's a weird thing to say. As much as I try to take time for me and myself off camera, I miss you guys when I don't film. It's like, I feel like I want to tell you guys what I did. Like, I feel like I want to turn my camera on the next morning and go, guess what I did yesterday? Right? Sean, how did our audition go? My daughter had an audition for some dance thing. Yeah, it went good. We haven't really talked about it. I just asked her, how'd it go? She's like, oh, it was good. That's all. I didn't hear anything about it. Because she's going to a brand new dance studio next year. So that's what the audition was for, something that the dance studio is doing as a whole. Oh, man, super chats. I love super chats, guys. Super chats are the freaking bomb. Michael Whalen, for beer. And Cruz, thanks for the super chat, man. Oh, I love you guys. Traveling art guy, treats for Cruz. If you see my dog, you think he needs any more treats? Cruzy, where'd he go? Oh, he's passed out, guys. Let me turn the camera on. Cruzy, Hey. Cruzy bear. Cruzy. Hey. What? Why is your tongue hanging out again? Put your tongue away. Cruzy. Cruzy. Look how big he is. That's my foot. Look how giant the dog is. Like my foot's the size of his leg. He's gotten so freaking big. It's my giant. It's my giant boy. That's it, yeah. New nomadic. This is exactly what he's thinking. Go away, Dad. Leave me alone. Oh, he looks mad now. Are you mad at me? Cruz? Hey. Are you mad at me? I think he's mad at me. Here's a good one. When I was a part of the lowrider scene, did people mistaken me for Hispanic? Yeah, I was super dark goatee. I didn't have any of my facial hair here. I just had the goatee. I was probably about 25 pounds lighter and super freaking tanned. All the time, man. All the time. People always said, you know, like we'd go somewhere and they'd start talking Spanish to me, and I don't speak Spanish. I may have a Spanish last name, but I don't speak Spanish. Never learned how. Oh, Mike, thanks for the super chat, Mike. Send him swimming again, Chrome. If you guys haven't had the chance to take a look at Cruz's channel, yes, Cruzy has a YouTube channel, down there in the links of this video or every video. Super cute. I've been trying to upload as much as I can. Sometimes it's really hard, but I just posted a swimming video of Cruz out there swimming his flipping face off. It was super cute. Anyway, everybody, as much as I would love to sit here and talk with you guys all night long, I don't want to leave because we have 360 people in here, but I'm just roasting freaking hot. It is so warm out right now. Huh. I wonder if there's somewhere I could park here that I could get out and sit outside my van without traveling too far. Tell you what, let's keep chatting. There's a parking spot up in front of me. If somebody gets in that vehicle, hold on, we might be able to move. Oh, he is moving. All right, guys, we're gonna go for a drive. Hold on. Stick with me, guys. Stick with me. You guys are gonna come driving with me. All right, live stream, aka vlog style. Here we go. Hold on, guys. Hey guys, we're back. I moved the spot, but then my temp. Hold on, my AC's on. Can you guys hear me? Okay. My phone came up with a temperature alert. It's that hot in the van that the temperature thing came on and said, "Nuh-uh, we need to cool down." So I've got my phone blasting against this AC unit, so hopefully you don't hear nothing but wind. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna... Hold on. Hold on, buddy. Excuse me, Crazy. Excuse me, Crazy. Crazy. Hi. 1 sec. I had to grab my laptop so I can see what you guys are saying. Whew! But my phone got too hot, man. It's a roaster in this van. Come on, seatbelt, shush. I don't know, my seatbelt's beeping. I'm not even sitting in the seat. Are you guys still on there? Oh yeah, we lost a lot of people. Hold on, I gotta reconnect my laptop. Oh, I lost my cell phone connection. All right, guys, I'm just gonna have to rely on the chat box on my cell phone, which is very tiny. Can you guys hear me okay? Because I know I got my AC blasting on my phone here. Just let me know if you guys can hear me all right. Perfect. I can read my chats now, but I have to be this close. I feel weird. I'm like, hey guys, what's up, you guys? Man, it is so hard to just stream on my cell phone. Come on, focus on my face. It's hard to just stream on the phone because it's really tough to see how tiny those chats are, and I'm gonna miss a freaking ton now. Hi from Illinois. Thanks for the super chat. Drone tread on me. Wicked, man, thanks. Super sweet. Come on, focus on the color, buddy. What's wrong with you, phone? Yeah, David, if you're seeing a lag between my sound and my voice, that's your end. Just try resetting your browser, like kind of like reload the video. That usually helps out at that point. Usually that's on your end. Super freaking rad. If I missed anybody's super chat while I was off stream, sorry guys. I'm gonna scroll back through, see what's loaded on here. All right, just make sure I didn't miss anybody. If I did, thank you. Well, guys, I don't know if I'm going to stream much longer. It is really, 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 come on, focus on the color. Really, really warm out here, and Cruz is hot. And that's the problem with the van, is when you're running the van, your mufflers are underneath the floor, so the heat rises, making it warm in the back. So Cruz is lying down on the floor trying to get away from the heat, and it's the worst on the floor than anywhere else. Are you tired, buddy? I'd move my phone and show you Cruz, but my cell phone is actually dying. Anyway, everybody, I'm actually going to let you go. Thanks for everybody who is being patient with me on here while my phone went down overheating. I'll see you guys on another one. Irresponsible, thanks for the super chat. Hello from Northern Alberta. I love you guys, man. You guys are freaking awesome, and my life wouldn't be the same without all of you, and that's the freaking truth. Mike, thank you so much. Who wants food videos? Thanks for the super chat, Mike. Thanks for all the super chats, everybody. Just so you guys know, those little super chats are what keep channels like me alive. Us little channels, we thrive because of your generosity and your help, and that is the freaking truth. So please come on over and visit us on Patreon. I know you hear me pimping out Patreon, but you ask any one of my patrons. I make that dollar you spend a month so worthwhile over there. They know where I am, what I'm doing every day, all the freaking time. And if you guys ever question my truth on that, ask in my comments. Say, hey, who on here is on Chrome's Patreon, and is it worth the dollar? Is it worth $5? And they will all tell you, yep, it is. So anyway, guys, love you guys a freaking ton. I'm gonna let you go so I can get Cruz outside and maybe go throw him in the ocean or something and keep him cool, because he's our bro. And we got to take care of our bro. This thing's like keeps changing color. All right, everybody. Anyway, I could babble forever. Peace. Focus. Peace out. Okay, bye.